Hello and welcome to Arcade Gaming, your one-stop shop for your gaming needs. Today we're playing Formula 1 2018 and we're around 13. I was going to say 12 then. 13. And we're in Belgium at Circuit de Spa-Francorchamps. Practice was okay except the fuel saving because I had some tricky conditions to try and do all my practice programs in. Practice one was heavy rain. Practice 2, mixed conditions, light rain, heavy rain and dry, so I had like a small 5-minute window where I could get some dry running in for the qualifying. And practice 3 was another 10-minute window of dry where I could actually test my dry setup for the qualifying and the race, because that's what the weather forecasters told me, it'd be dry qualifying and race. But I've had trouble trying to set my car up because I've had such limited time to get the setup right, so I think it's still going to be wrong. So it could be quite entertaining watching me go through Eau Rouge, because my car can't take it flat out. I have not been able to get the setup right for flat out. If I try flat out, my back end's gone and I'm in the wall facing the opposite direction, missing wheels and my face probably planted into the concrete. But that should be fun. Upgrade wise, I think we had 2 upgrades brought to us. I think we had upgrades brought to us this weekend. What colour am I? I can't remember. Pink. Yes, we had an upgrade brought to us. I can't actually remember what it was. I know it's at the end of the last video I did. I really can't remember. Oh yes, I do. It was the fuel injection system efficiency. So we get better fuel economy. And I've asked for this one for next race weekend, a new crankshaft. And this one was due for this weekend, but it failed again. So I'm trying to get it again for next weekend for Italy. This one's been going for a while. It's got 1 more week left, so it should be ready in Italy as long as everything goes well. Well. There we go. Tongue-tied this morning. And also this weekend we've taken our final component for the internal combustion engine and the MGUH. We've taken our 3rd one on that one, and also our 3rd turbocharger, and the other ones are reverted back to the stage 1 because I had less wear than stage 2, but at some point we will have to take a penalty. It is inevitable that we will have to take a penalty during the season. I've done well so far to manage the 12 file we've got, but we've still got, including this one, 10 races left. So yeah, we will have to take a penalty. No way can my engine survive 10 more races, especially with Italy being the next round. That's also quite a high speed track, so you kind of rev out quite a bit on that track. But let's give it a go. Right, let's get into qualifying and aim for Q3 as per usual, and hopefully we get a better result in the races compared to past 2 weekends. Because we had a no points finish in the last
qualifying
race,
time at Spa, one of the mightiest tracks on the Formula 1 calendar. Long straights, up and downhill, Eau Rouge as well. This track isn't for the faint-hearted. Watching some of the cars attack the high-speed corners, it occurred to me that this might be one of the more awkward tracks to prepare a car for. Do you go for top speed over grip, or do you look to maximise performance in all the corners?
Drivers are going to need a nicely balanced car to be fast here. They'll need to get the most out of the medium and high-speed corners, which will push them to run more downforce. But in turn, this slows the car down on the straights. It's a tricky balancing act.
Yep. Something we haven't managed. But we'll give it a go anyway. Drop the fuel down to as little as possible. I will actually take 8. We'll take 3 laps worth of fuel. quite a long in lap here, and press super soft to run. Alright then, let's do this. Let's get into Q2. Shouldn't have to push too hard, being that we have the best power unit, engine unit on the grid at the moment. Feels like we're testing the next step engine for Mercedes at the moment. Feels like that straight never ends. Right down into our route. Like this, because I'm not confident enough to go through the flat out this side, which could cost us in terms of lap time. Catching up to Leclerc quite nicely. Quite annoying maybe. We can hopefully get a toe out of him. Down on the back straight. Down into the bus stop chicane. And bringing it back into the one at the moment.
There's only one lap of fuel remaining.
Oh fuck.
What happened? Let me know you're okay.
Oh dear. That's called lack of concentration while going off back to doing that. Oh fuck. Oh dear. Retire from the session. Okay. Oh dear. Oh dear. And we got into Q2 anyway. Oh dear. So we'll be starting from 15th. We got into Q2 and we'll be starting from 15th because we didn't set a lap. Because I knacked it up from lack of concentration through there. So I don't think go to
Obviously,
plan.
I expected a better session, but these things happen from time to time. Try to make up for it in the race.
Shh, Emma. Right then. Alright then, I guess it's on to the race, but I'm considering actually just taking a penalty now, because we're starting down the back anyway. So we're going to whack on all new parts. All brand new. So we're starting right at the bottom of the grid. I'm starting dead dead last. In fact, we're going to be starting round the corner. And 3 laps behind, we're that far behind with grid penalties. So we're going to have a hard job to get through the field today.
In the 48 races held at Spa between 1950 and 2015, the race winner has only started from pole position on 16 occasions. Qualifying yesterday may have set the order for today, but expect the unexpected here at the Belgian Grand Prix. As the saying goes, of course, anything can happen. And you know what? It usually does. So here we are once again, ready to go racing through the Ardennes forest. 4.35 miles of long straights, fast corners and massive elevation changes. It makes this not only one of the most exciting circuits on the calendar, but one that makes for some consistently high quality racing as well. Simply put it, there really is no place quite like Spa. Well then, after an exciting qualifying session yesterday, let's take a look at how the cars line up. Lewis Hamilton lines up on pole position, and Kimi Raikkonen completes the front row. Looking down the rest of the grid, we have Bottas, Ricciardo, Carlos Sainz and Vettel. They'll be starting further back after an earlier grid penalty. Hülkenberg, Grosjean, Perez and Fernando Alonso. Verstappen, Leclerc, Stoffel van Dorn and Hartley, Gasly, Ericsson, Kevin Magnussen and Sergei Sirotkin. Stroll and Lucky.
Not so lucky
now
yet
it's almost time to
qualify.
lights out, so let's go down to the track.
Okay, don't worry about making places into one, it's far too tight. Concentrate on a clean exit so you get good momentum down the Camel Straight.
We'll do Jeff. Right, it's a one-stop race today. And I don't think we can change that anymore, but we will be, because we're starting from the back, we're going to be pushing a bit more than the rest of them. So we're going to top the tank up with almost 48 laps worth of fuel. So we're going to be really heavy compared to everyone else. But we're going to be pushing like no tomorrow. Yes, I know I got a 35 safety penalty, thanks guys. Man, it takes a decade to get out.
Okay, go through all the gears if you can. We need to make sure the engagement is okay before the start. We're going to want to put some temperature into the tyres and brakes. We need to keep the engine cool though, so don't go too high with the revs.
Not the worst penalty I've seen in Formula 1 though. I think it was like a 90 close to a penalty before for one of the McLarens. That's when they could stockpile engines, but they had that many failures that weekend and just replaced the operation and replaced it again. Almost in the back of Stroll in the warm-up lap. Race today is only 44 laps, so the length of the race and the length of the lap. Still going to be around an hour and a half. If there are no safety cars, but it is Spa, so safety cars are quite high. Especially with turn 1 incident. Something we're going to have to keep an eye out for, something we're going to get involved in. We need a good race finish for us. First time I've been looking at the back of Stroll. Right then. Let's do this. Right, fingers crossed. And get through the foot turn one, okay, and then at the Al Rouge, okay, and get here. And it's go, go, go. Average getaway. I can't lose any paces from here, so it's just a master. There's debris flying everywhere already. And I'm taking a couple of hits.
Alright, let's focus now for the rest of the race.
Right, here we go then. This is where we see the power difference between X and Williams. Oh, he's firing me down into this corner. That's silly boy. That's 3 places again. And then we all chuck up like a car park there. Trying to do like a car park. No, 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 no. As with last race, I'm allowing myself 3 flashbacks, so that's number 1. So it's me making stupid mistakes because I'm an idiot. I thought I could send one up the inside, then I caught the curb. So look for the rounding outside here. Much better. Back up to rich fuel. Now, can we get any down into the bus stop chicane? On the outside. Are we clear of it? Yep, we're clear of Hartley. And listen to the back of the Toretto, getting the move done on Van Dorn. Now back into Al Rouge. I'm still having to lift off massively, but I'm just not brave enough to go through that look. Just about to get the brakes on. Put the anchors down. Now we're just outside the point planting position now. Through lane 8. Such a weird corner that one at grass camber. Now we look up the staffing and see if we can make them move around in. Teammate status.
Sergio's in P7 at the moment. We're trailing our teammate by 2.5 seconds. They're on fresh super softs.
Oh.
The time last lap was a 1 minute 58.3.
We went a bit wide there. That's one corner you don't want to go wider. We've lost momentum there down this straight. Net braking, just to avoid the McLaren or the Alonso.
You're hitting the energy deployment limit and losing ERS power before the end of the lap.
Oh,
Lower the
this is not
ERS
what I want to be
deployment
doing.
mode to prevent this. DRS is now enabled and will be available to use when you are within 1 second of the car ahead in the DRS zone.
That was in one place I did not want to overtake, but we managed it. Going through arrows. All the engine sounded like the one breaking into the corner. Go. Choking and bits and bolts. Good run out of here and then on the outside. No, I couldn't do it. I'm braking fog because I hold some brakes. I wanted to brake late but couldn't. And then wide there again. It's not there yet, because I want to run wide. It's the rickshaw now. See the massive speed advantage we have over these guys.
Fuel is at target +3. Let's get into mix 3 ASAP.
Well, we definitely said at the end. Oh shit. Punch your asshole. The whisk didn't. Alright, second flashback. Oh, one more permitted. Ah, shit. Fuck you.
Be careful with the front wing. You've taken some minor damage.
No, I haven't. Let's ignore that. That's my final flashback. Pulled in front of me, man. Right, whatever happens here now. Crash out, burn, smash the front wing. No, we definitely really have to try and keep it clean. Although I have been trying already. Have to try even harder. And we're only 4 laps in and I've already used all 3 flashbacks. Wow. Just flashback a lap. I still see myself hitting that wheel on the outside there. Locking behind. Quick stop information.
Only 1 stop to go. 1 stop left in this strategy.
When is it then, Jeff? 1 stop left. When? Next week? Really low some speed down to there. Having this much speed variation on the cars in front is really dangerous. Now we've got some clean air to go catch sign. Teammate status.
Sergio's currently in P6, 6th place. Gap to teammate ahead is 5.2 seconds. They're on old super softs. The time last lap was a 1:52.4.
No. Save it. Save it. Lift it round that corner one. To Ritual again, and to close that gap to the car in front. Driver in front.
Repeat that, there's interference.
Driver in front.
Signs ahead. Gap to car in front is 5.0 seconds. You're losing around 1.6 seconds. They're on old super softs. Their tyres are 4 laps old. We think they've got 2 stops remaining. The time last lap was a 1:53.2. We're trailing our teammate by 5.0 seconds.
Now we'll check again after our route. Still not brave enough. 180 mile an hour, pop back fast enough for me. Driver in front.
Signs is ahead of you. The gap to the car ahead is 3.5 seconds. You're falling back by 1/10 a lap. They're on old super softs. Their tyres are 5 laps old. We think they've got 2 stops remaining. The time last lap was a 1:52.5.
I think when I say you're falling back by 1/10 a lap. Complete horse stop. I was 5 seconds behind at the start of the lap, Jeff. Now 3.5 seconds behind. Don't take the last section. That's how quick we're doing per lap.
Our gap to the car in front is 2.0 seconds.
I'm getting another section on the third. On the back of signs now. That's the back of 7th place. Now we've got to find a way behind Tyson. Shit!
Okay, box. We're adjusting the strategy. Come in this lap.
Fuck you.
Okay, back to the pits. You need a new front wing. Box now.
No steering and put at the front. See them. We're now a track hazard. See them. I can't feel all up again, or do you that day? Why did I say please back? Oh, do that day. We're now in the fucking pit.
Your lap times are falling off. We want you to pit It's in for repairs. Box, box, box.
Down to the back of the field we go, do that, we're starting all over again from the last place. Do-da-day, oh do-da-day, I am terrible at this game, oh do-da-day.
Go now. Only one stop to go, one stop left in this strategy.
I don't call smash my front wing off strategy yet, but sure. No, not again, no. I need good races. He's not happy with me at the moment. Car in front.
Understood, copy that.
Okay. Driver in front. Driver in.
Gas
Driver
ahead.
in front.
Okay, gap ahead is 6.4
Bloody death.
seconds. They're on old super softs. Their
That's
tyres are
amazing.
7 laps old. We think they've got 2 stops remaining. The time last lap was a 1 minute 57.2.
Right, let's reset the traffic light. This car is on fire.
Gap to teammate ahead is 35.2
Wow.
seconds.
Wow. We really do have a lot of work to do now. The driver in front.
Sirotkin is ahead of you. Gap to car in front is 2.9 seconds. They're on old super softs. Their tyres are 8 laps old. We think they've got 2 stops remaining. The time last lap was a 1:54.0.
As if I'm having to drive from the back.
Yellow flag.
Signs out the way.
Okay, clear.
Driver in front.
Grosjean is ahead of you. The gap to the car ahead is 4.6 seconds. They're on fresh super softs. We think they've got 2 stops remaining.
It's so far behind. Teammate status.
Sergio's currently in P6, 6th place. We're trailing our teammate by 34.0 seconds. They're on old super softs. The time last lap was a 1 minute 52.4.
Driving behind.
Sirotkin behind. Our gap behind is seconds. They're on old super softs. Their tyres are 9 laps old. We think they've got 2 stops remaining. The time last lap was a 1:54.9.
Kind of slow here somewhat.
Caution.
Gone out of the race. Oh, big crash, big crash, big crash. We need to get a replay of that. Alright, let's pause and see where Signs is first. Actually, I think this is the car slightly in front of me. Yeah. The Signs is up to the side there. Boom! And the Williams just gets away scot-free. How? How did he manage that? Oh, that was a bit of a... Did he not hit anyone then? Did he literally get that lucky? Yeah, look how lucky he got. And managed to follow through. I have to bring out the safety car. Surely that crash took off out the safety car, but apparently the cars have already despawned. Wow. So we've lost 3 cars this race already, which Charlton makes it P12 now. Corner for my car, and we're out.
That looked bad. Are you alright? Let me know you're alright.
This can't be the end. No, it's not the end. We're going to pretend we're still racing and winning the race. No, it's not fair. No. No. Racing's not fair. So, there we go. I actually wanted a good result, but we're out. Yep, that's what I would do, and I'll just close the visor down. Don't want to talk to nobody. Leave me alone.
Here's our winner, pulling their Ferrari into Parc Fermé. What a fantastic race it was. And I have to wonder, Anthony Davidson, just what set them apart from the competition here.
I think a large part of the result comes down to temperament. They were able to keep their heads when everyone around them was losing theirs, and that's allowed them to get the best out of the car, to maximise the strategy, and to stay out of trouble.
So, here they come now, out onto the podium. Wherever you go, anywhere in the world, the prancing horse flags are dominant in the grandstands, and they're out in force again today. It's Ferrari on the top step once more.
Oh yeah. And scarf us off so we don't get covered in champagne. What a wuss.
And after this round of the World Championship, here's how things look in the drivers' table. It's a good result for Sebastian Vettel, who moves further ahead at the top of the table. And now I'd like to ask you, Anthony Davidson, who was your driver of the day?
Let's give it to Kevin Magnussen. That was a commanding performance today. Very impressive indeed.
And now let's take a look at the constructors' standings. Ferrari extend their lead at the top of the championship. After all this drama, you'd be mad not to join us for the next race. We hope to see you then. Take care.
Right, standing wise now, how close is Alonso hasn't really closed the gap at all. The gap stayed the same. Sergio Perez is closing up though. And the championship battle still relatively stays the same, the top three competing. And yeah, disappointing race. A lot to learn though. I hope for more dry sessions so we can actually test the setup.
Bad luck out there today. What do you think went wrong?
Everything.
Do you have any comments about the collisions?
That
crash looked pretty serious. Can you walk me through what happened? Your battle got a bit heated, didn't it? You really cut your way through the field today. What was your strategy?
Hit the wall and well,
Great.
my
Well,
my
that's
tactic was hit the wall and crash out, Claire. What stupid questions. You really cut through the field today, didn't you? Well, I did for about 5 laps and then I crashed out. The engine power was amazing. We're beating Alonso in the rivalry because he didn't finish either. Yes! And we're now drawing along with Perez. Clean lap 22%. Wow, that was yeah.
What on earth was that performance? Come on, this isn't bumper cars at the fairground. Your results and...
Emma's a right bitch. She obviously didn't watch the race and watched me lose me back end going through Eau Rouge. For me to then try and catch it, which made it worse, which then slammed me into the wall. So we will be at Italy next, which is a good track. I'm pretty sure I'm good at this track. As long as you get some dry running in, I think we can get a good setup and do really well around here. That being said though, Spa was meant to be one of those tracks.
We had the new parts come through from the factory. We'll get them on the car ahead of FP1.
Oh yes. So we got a new crankshaft, front wing main plane, and also the weight reduction. So our car should be mega quick. Ah, you're freaking kidding me. I've just seen the weather report. That's disappointing. Looks like I'm going to be preparing for a slightly wet track instead of a dry track. So that could hinder us in qualifying. Right, anyway guys, sorry for the disappointing performance in today's race. But I hope to catch you in the next episode, which will be Italy. And catch you all soon. Goodbye for now.